YouTube. Someone asked if I would do kind of a walk around or post a video of the Jeep after I'd gotten it. Well, I'm done to a point. I think the only other things I might do this year on it is make a bumper and probably make a front bump, actually bumpers. I have to replace my exhaust catalytic converter back, looking at maybe the Banks system on it. It's dirtier than the Dickens. It's the middle of winter. We have another school closing day today. I can't believe it, but it's not that bad out. But anyway, just going to kind of go over what I did to this thing. First off, I bought a lift kit. It's a Zone 4.5-inch lift kit. Comes with I ordered the full pack spring kit for it, so ended up having to take that off. That was kind of a bug. That was probably the worst part of this job, was getting that taken care of. I also it came with front coil springs. It came with the shocks also. It came with lower control arms. You can see that tubular one right down there, the lower ones. And then also I bought wheels from a place called Simple Tire, and what they are is Achilles, and they're Desert Hawk XMT, I suppose mud tire, and I'm not sure what the X stands for, maybe extreme, who knows, but they are, I believe they are 32 1150 15s, if that makes sense. It does to me. If it makes sense to you, hopefully. The other thing is I got some Tomkin brake lines to replace my short ones. And this kit did not come with a steering stabilizer, so I bought a steering stabilizer from Quadratec. The kit came from Quadratec. Like I said, the tires came from Simple Tire. The rims and nuts and centers came from 4-wheel drive. These are Trail Master, I believe, and they're 15 by 8 with a 5 by 4.5 bolt circle. Didn't do anything yet with anything with transmission or gears. Kind of give it a little bit of a try here, and that might be next year's project, is maybe re-gearing it. It's got 355 right now, and I'm thinking about going to 410. I use Bleepin' Jeep's formula to figure out what I should really go to get the thing back to stock as far as RPMs and stuff versus road speed, and 410s are maybe a little bit too high. But there's not such a thing as a 390, so I don't think. There could be 373s, but I don't think that they come in that. But right there is the steering stabilizer. It also came with links. I did not get the disconnectable type, or the quick disconnect type. Maybe sometime down the road. That did not come with that. I had the option to get them. One of the things I did was put in these LED headlights from Amazon. Those actually turned out really negative to start out with those, but they turned out pretty good. Ended up putting in a new radiator. You can kind of see it back there. So far, no leaks. And we'll have to see how that goes. That one was through Amazon. Forget what the name brand of that was. But anyway, that was fairly straightforward, easy to replace, except for the transmission line had a quick disconnect, and I had to buy a tool for it. Here you go again. I also replaced the if you look right there where the bushings are on the stabilizer bar, front sway bar, I replaced those. Again, another brake line. And that's pretty much it, I believe. Oh yeah, I did put in and I'm not sure if I can see it or not. There is the slip yoke eliminator. There's a rear drive shaft. And that's from Adams Drive Shaft, the slip yoke eliminator I bought out of Summit. I should have gotten it from Adams, and I guess I wasn't thinking, but here's the front drive shaft I just put on yesterday, and that is an Adams also. And I did put on a drop kit, but I think I'm going to take that back off and put it back up again, because they say you really don't need to do that. So it'd be interesting to see if my vibration went away. I suspect my front drive shaft was a little loose in the slip part. And you can go look back on my channel too and see all the things that I did to it little bit by little bit. But here's my kind of a quick walk around. And sorry about it being dirty, but there you go. Rockers are starting to rust pretty good. There's door rust at the bottom of the doors. When I bought this thing, I knew it had this rust on it, and I know they patched it up before I got it. But it was more like a Bondo patch job from a Mako probably. Who knows? But that's pretty much it. Next thing I'm going to probably be doing to this thing is draining all the oils and then replacing oil and stuff like that, or at least check up until I do a re-gear. So go from there. I think I'm just going to go ahead and drain them and then replace it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this is good enough as far as what I did here, as far as a quick little review of what I've all done to this. Oh yeah, one other thing. I knew I was going to have trouble right off the bat with having a rusty machine, so I bought a rusty, no planned words there, I bought a rusty track bar and put that in. And that is pretty much it. I was thinking about getting new tie rods, but these seem to be pretty solid. And I did do the toe in on this just pretty much with tape measure. And it doesn't seem to be wearing bad. Does not seem to be going from side to side. So pretty happy there. It isn't chewing my tires up. Got about 500 miles on it. I've retightened the spring bolts, and that's pretty much it. But I got to get going down the road here, so have a great day. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.